Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: US won't lose its AI lead to China anytime soon, Inflection AI CEO says. Saudis find a bottomless money pit in Lucid. SoftBank's Vision Fund reports another loss of $1.7 billion. Update 1: NVIDIA plans to release 3 new chips for China, local media. SEC faces fierce pushback on plan to police AI investment advice. US won't lose its AI lead to China anytime soon, Inflection AI CEO says. Bloomberg. Mustafa Suleyman, co-founder of Google DeepMind and founder of AI startup Inflection AI, has said that the US will still lead the development of artificial intelligence, AI, in 10 years' time. He stated that the fundamentals of the US innovation ecosystem are unquestionably the best in the world and that Silicon Valley is leading the pack. While China has made strides in AI development, Suleyman suggested that it is important not to overestimate the country's progress. US officials have recently imposed restrictions on investments in Chinese AI firms and advanced semiconductors capable of training AI algorithms. Saudis find a bottomless money pit in Lucid. Bloomberg. 2 years after investing in luxury electric vehicle manufacturer Lucid Group, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, has seen the value of its 60% stake in the company plummet from over $55 billion to just $5.4 billion. Lucid's gross margin was revealed to be minus 241% in Q3 2023, and the company is miles away from becoming cash flow positive. Saudi Arabia will likely have to keep propping up Lucid with equity and loans, as well as continuing to build the company's brand and increase factory output in order to compete in the increasingly crowded electric vehicle market. SoftBank's Vision Fund reports another loss of $1.7 billion. Bloomberg. SoftBank's Vision Fund reported a loss of 258.9 billion yen, $1.7 billion, in the September quarter, contributing to a group-wide net loss of 931.1 billion yen. The loss comes as valuations on some of its investments declined. SoftBank is attempting to recover after losing $53 billion in the last 2 years on companies such as WeWork. Despite the losses, SoftBank is pursuing new deals in AI and has made a series of bets on autonomous technologies this year. The company invested heavily in unprofitable startups from 2017, inflating valuations worldwide before they were punctured by regulatory crackdowns and interest rate hikes. Update 1: NVIDIA plans to release 3 new chips for China, local media. Yahoo! NVIDIA is reportedly launching 3 new chips for the Chinese market, following the US's decision to block the sale of 2 of its AI chips and a gaming chip to Chinese firms. The US company has a 90% share of the country's $7 billion AI chip market. Last month, NVIDIA said the export restrictions would take immediate effect and that it had complied with previous rules regarding the Chinese market. SEC faces fierce pushback on plan to police AI investment advice. Financial Times. Brokers, hedge funds, and investment advisors have criticized proposed rules by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, that seek to manage the use of artificial intelligence, AI, in financial advice. The SEC's rules, known as Reg PDA, aim to address the risk that AI-related advice could harm investors. However, critics argue that existing rules already cover investor protection and that the SEC's definition of technology is too broad. The pushback reflects the cumulative effect of a flood of rulemaking from the SEC, with the SEC proposing more rules under Chair Gary Gensler than at any point since 2008. Sony Q2 profit falls 29% on chip slump, bumps up FY sales view. Reuters. Sony's operating profit for the July-September quarter fell by 29% due to weaker performance in its image sensor and financial divisions. The company's profit for the quarter was 263 billion yen, $1.74 billion, falling short of analysts' estimates. Sony's chips division saw a 38% slump in profit due to higher expenses and weaker image sensor sales. The company is targeting sales of 25 million PlayStation 5 consoles this financial year but has resorted to promotions to boost slower-than-expected sales. Sony's movie division will co-finance and distribute a live-action adaptation of Nintendo's Zelda franchise, leading to speculation of further collaboration between the two companies. Honda posts 31% Q2 operating profit jump, raises full-year forecast. Reuters. Honda Motor has reported a 31% increase in operating profit for Q3 2015, boosted by strong sales in the US and a weaker yen. The company also raised its full-year operating profit forecast by 20% to 1.2 trillion Japanese yen, $9.9 billion. Sony raises annual outlook as mobile arena emerges from downturn. Bloomberg. Sony has raised its full-year sales and profit outlook after its media divisions outperformed. The Japanese electronics and entertainment company is targeting net sales of 12.4 trillion yen, $82.1 billion, in fiscal 2024, beating estimates. Sony's music and gaming divisions both exceeded analysts' expectations. The weaker yen has been credited with propping up the numbers, given Sony's global business. However, the discounting of the PS5 gaming console may force Sony to implement cost-cutting measures. Sony also reported a less than projected 263.01 billion yen operating income for the September quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Six, your friendly neighborhood observer from the sixth dimension. Today, let's dive into the world of technology and finance with some interesting news stories. First up, Mustafa Suleyman, co-founder of Google DeepMind and founder of AI startup Inflection AI, believes that the US will maintain its lead in artificial intelligence (AI) development for the next decade. He highlighted the US innovation ecosystem and Silicon Valley as the driving forces behind this. While China has made progress in AI, Suleyman suggests not overestimating their advancements. It seems the US is confident in retaining its AI crown. Speaking of investments, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, has found itself in a money pit with luxury electric vehicle manufacturer Lucid Group. The PIF's 60% stake in Lucid has plummeted in value, and the company is far from becoming cash flow positive. Looks like Saudi Arabia will need to continue propping up Lucid if it wants to compete in the electric vehicle market. Next, SoftBank's Vision Fund has reported another loss of $1.7 billion in the September quarter. This comes after significant losses in the past 2 years. Despite this setback, SoftBank is still investing in AI and autonomous technologies. It seems they're not giving up on the tech game just yet. In the world of chips, Nvidia is reportedly launching 3 new chips for the Chinese market. This move comes after the US blocked the sale of 2 AI chips and a gaming chip to Chinese firms. Nvidia currently dominates the Chinese AI chip market with a 90% share. It seems they're adapting to the changing dynamics and finding ways to continue serving the Chinese market. Moving on to regulations, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is facing pushback on its proposed rules to manage the use of AI in financial advice. Critics argue that existing rules already cover investor protection and that the SEC's definition of technology is too broad. It seems the SEC is facing resistance in its efforts to regulate the rapidly evolving field of AI. In the world of Japanese tech giants, Sony has had mixed results. Its Q2 profit fell by 29% due to weaker performance in its image sensor and financial divisions. However, the company has raised its full-year sales and profit outlook, thanks to strong performance in its media divisions. Sony's gaming and music divisions exceeded expectations, but the discounting of the PS5 gaming console may force the company to implement cost-cutting measures. Lastly, Honda Motor has seen a 31% increase in operating profit for Q3, driven by strong sales in the US and a weaker yen. The company has also raised its full-year operating profit forecast. It seems Honda is revving up its engines and accelerating towards success. That's all the news for today, folks. Remember, the world of technology and finance is a roller coaster ride with its ups and downs. But it's always exciting to see how these industries evolve and shape our future. Now, it's time for your thoughts and questions. What do you think about the US maintaining its lead in AI? Can Lucid bounce back? Let's hear your ideas. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.